talking about potential replacements for Mike Mularkey now that the Titans are looking for a new head coach. Checking in at number 5, Jim Schwartz, defensive coordinator for the Eagles, Tom.
He's had some buzz this offseason. He interviewed for the Cardinals job. I think he's still a candidate there. But this is a little bit more of a, maybe not local, but more of a close tie for the Titans. Remember, he was the Titans DC for quite a while. He still has strong ties to the city of Nashville. He lived there pretty recently. He didn't do that great with the Lions. He did have a playoff team, and then things kind of fell back apart. But with McDaniels off the market in all reality, with Pat Shurmur off the market, the Titans, when you're looking at the top 5, have to expand a little bit more, and that's where a guy like Jim Schwartz fits in.
Brings a lot of energy, certainly more energy than Mularkey.
If you hire Jim Schwartz, you do have to get a better offensive coordinator than Terry Rodinski.
So Jim Schwartz checking in at number 5. How about number 4 here? And we've got Steve Wilks, defensive coordinator for the Panthers. This guy's been all over the place interviewing.
Yeah, he has been this year's Terrell Austin, where all of a sudden you just end up having a minority candidate fulfill the Rooney Rule requirement. I think that's what we're going to see again with Steve Wilks, and I fully expect him to get an interview because A, Panthers are eliminated from the playoff race, so that's not going to be an issue there.
Sure.
So he's not a factor. He can just come in and interview immediately. And he's got a lot of interest. Look, the multiple teams, the Giants have interviewed him, a couple others as well. So I think Steve Wilks is going to be a candidate here. He's still pretty young, just 48 years old, his first year as a DC. Keep an eye on him for at least getting an interview with the Tennessee Titans. I don't know if he's going to get the job, but he's going to get interviewed, I would think.
All right, he's there at number 4. Checking in at number 3 here, another Philadelphia Eagle representative, John DeFilippo.
A lot of Eagles on this list. I'll give you guys a little teaser there. With DeFilippo, I'm a big fan of his, and I think that he should be I think he'd be maybe as close to this year's Sean McVay as you'll actually find out there. He is not Sean McVay. That's an unfair comparison, but he's the same type of really good young offensive mind. There was a year as the OC of the Cleveland Browns where it didn't go very well. But it's Cleveland. But it's Cleveland, so it doesn't really count. But he's just 39 years old, and look at what he's done with Carson Wentz. He deserves a lot of the credit for that really rebuilding of Wentz and making him into a better quarterback. Maybe not rebuilding, but developing of Wentz is the word I should use there. So keep an eye on DeFilippo. If you want another younger coach, just to have in the back of your mind, Matt LaFleur, the Rams OC.
Okay.
But I like DeFilippo a lot. If he doesn't get a head coaching job, he's going to go somewhere as an OC, guaranteed.
He needs to go to Arizona.
His contract is up. I think Arizona will be a great fit for DeFilippo because they got nothing at quarterback.
Exactly, and they're looking for an answer there, and DeFilippo could be that guy to help mold a new quarterback into that system. All right, so there's DeFilippo at number 3. Number 2, offensive coordinator for the Eagles, Frank Reich.
He has been, I think, one of the most surprising coaches to not get interviewed. Like, I am surprised that Reich hasn't had any interest this offseason.
He would be atop that category,
I thought for sure he was going to get several interviews this offseason. Instead, he's had nothing. There hasn't been any interest in him so far, which I find strange. Maybe it's a case, though, where Frank Reich has said, hey, I don't want to interview. Maybe he wants to stay in Philadelphia. Maybe he doesn't want any job. So I don't really know what's going on there with Frank Reich. But I think with the Titans now looking for a new head coach, with McDaniels, with Shurmur off the market, if they want to find an offensive-minded guy who can be a head coach, I think that Reich is a strong candidate there to be that next head coach.
Why is it that he has not gotten the same attention that DeFilippo has been getting?
Ageism.
Yeah.
Like if Frank Reich is much older than DeFilippo, he's not the sub 40-year-old guy that NFL teams seem to like right now, but. Just keep an eye on Reich. I think maybe he finally gets an interview. Maybe he finally gets a job. I think he'd be good for Marcus Mariota. I really do think that.
All right, so it's Schwartz, Wilkes, DeFilippo, Reich, and finally Mike Vrabel, who will be engaged in an interview, if not now, very, very soon with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, the Titans have already requested an interview for Mike Vrabel. So in that case, it's just a matter of time before he gets an interview, and it's not going to take much. I think that Mike Vrabel, for whatever reason, and I am kind of surprised by this, NFL teams seem to really like Mike Vrabel. And Cam, I don't really know why. I get that it's Mike Vrabel. He's a name because he played in the NFL, and he's ascending upward. But the Texans' defense was not good this year, like at all. And I know that they were banged up, But if you're hiring someone as a DC, shouldn't they have done a good job as a DC? And I think next year, Vrabel's going to have a really good year as a defensive coordinator. But this screams year too early. And I think you might find a coach who maybe isn't fully prepared as a defensive coordinator quite yet, or at least doesn't have the success you want to see, maybe isn't the best guy to promote to head coach. With that said, John Robinson, they know each other from their ties from the Patriots. That's why Vrabel is also a strong candidate right now for the Patriots, or for the Colts, had they missed out on Josh McDaniels.